So for this project, as the name implies, it's a simulation of a car going down a road at night and reaching a stoplight. And so in the scene we have a red car, a long road, some surrounding buildings, some stoplights, or street lights, and there's a stoplight at the very end here. The car should be able to move down this road. If I hit the W key, you can see it'll start moving. And everything in the scene has a material, and such that the light will reflect off of the material properly. And so you can see the street lights are actually spotlights that that light up a particular I guess area that is around. So if I move away from this street light, you can see the light is gradually fading from the car model. Another thing I can do with the car is I can move it to the left and to the right, even though it's quite unrealistic, but it's just a trivial part of this car movement. I can also move it backwards. But the point is that I'm able to move the car in a three-dimensional space. And so another thing you might have noticed is that I'm able to rotate the camera around the car. And so this was one of the more difficult parts of my project because it required that I take in a number of inputs, such as the X rotation and Y rotation, from moving the mouse on the mouse pad, and it also required the position of the car. And so with these two pieces of information, I wrote an equation that calculated the X and Z offset of the camera that based on these two inputs, and added those two offsets to the glew lookat function, along with the current car's position, so that the camera would follow the car and while looking at it simultaneously, like so. Also scale it, but I haven't really accounted for how the scaling would be able to follow the car. So the other major part of my project is this stoplight, and so as you can see, it switches between green, yellow, and red. When the stoplight is green and yellow, my car will still be able to move. So let me just demonstrate. So it's yellow, I'm able to cross the intersection, but when it's red, my car will not be able to move beyond this point right here. So it would kind of simulate how a car would behave in real life. So if I wait for, let me just wait for this to come back around one more time. Green, I can move, and then it goes yellow, right? So I'm close to a stop, and then once it hits red, and I'm moving, I'm automatically stopping at this point. So during that time, the light was red. I was actually hitting W, but my car wasn't moving because it's programmed to stop after a certain point, and if the light was red. So if it's green, I can move again, move down the road, and it simulates how the car would behave in real life pretty closely, I think. So